800 crystals is not a small amount.
And if you're gonna spend that money on games, you better get good value of it.
Hello, I'm DaddyMouse.
And I'm Meka.
And today we'll go over what we believe are the best and the worst skins you can buy for 800 crystals.
Starting at number 5.
Mess with the heatsink, you get burned.
You might say that heatsink is actually a good skin.
Until you see it next to ROM.
So originally, ROM was designed to be the odd and memey skin, whereas heatsink was supposed to be that serious version.
What we got instead was a glorious, colorful ROM skin with that gorgeous rainbow gradient, the neon cat reference when he runs, and even memes when you emote.
And then a dumbed-down version of that, without the memes or references, called heatsink. They stripped ROM off everything that makes it fun, yet they didn't make it look badass enough to make it look interesting.
Credit given where credit is due. They gave it a different emote with the dislikes, the gun looks decent, and it's not an awful skin, but it does feel like a poor man's ROM.
Even though the skin costs a whopping 800 crystals.
Now, why buy a budget ROM when you can get this skin instead?
Who needs some punishment?
Someone's being naughty.
And it's your duty to punish them.
Krampus looks brutal. They took everything we love about ROM and made it even better.
You don't want to mess with this guy. The bones that come out of his gun where he shoots aren't for show.
And when he runs, you can see the chains dragging behind him.
Y'all plebs thought CC would stop him.
He said he's got a gift for you, but you probably won't like it too much. Yup, those ice flames look nasty.
And if you're looking for a high-effort skin, oh boy, you'll love Krampus ROM.
They added Krampus faces on his shoulder, belt, and thighs.
The textures are sharp and clean. You can see steam particles when he breathes.
And the colors are serious and dull. Like, this guy came here to kick butts. He doesn't give a damn about looks.
Heatsink is the kind of guy that tries to look tough, whereas Krampus is the real deal.
You can try to run, but Krampus will get you.
Face the light!
Mouse, why Aurora?
Okay, so how to explain? See, when you pay so much money for a skin, you expect a different experience. Say, with Dreadhunter Drogos, you become a freaking alien, and you shoot acid slime stuff instead of rockets. Aurora had nothing of that.
Damn, I see what you mean. They pretty much reused all the default effects.
Each single one of them, including the ulti.
And those are the things you see most when playing.
Yeah. The model is nice though. Her wings have those blue flames.
And her hair is different. She's got a cute little ponytail. I like how on the front crotch piece and the ass cape it fades from white to pink.
Yeah, the armor is nice, except for the ungodly clipping that's happening there.
Gosh, you're right.
Maybe that's why she's so self-conscious?
Oh, that's another thing I don't like about her. Like, default Furia's got confidence. She knows she's hot shit. She's an angel with a gun blade. You don't get more badass than that. Whereas Aurora, she's got small PP energy.
That's one way to put it.
She's so punchable.
Aurora lags behind skins that are twice as cheaper. And this is even less excusable seeing how many other cool skins Furia has.
Now, Mouse, it's time to show you a skin that you will love.
Oh, I have to go outside? Great.
Just don't emote.
Oops, too late.
For me, a good weapon is one of the main selling points of a skin, and Omega's gun is great. It feels powerful. Like, the drones shoot those high-tech missiles that look fantastic.
And also, don't forget the totally not pay-to-win holo sight.
Yeah.
For shield, though, you won't be able to use default shield after you try this one.
The skin is still consistent. Like, they went all in for the high-tech style. The red armor looks juicy, technological and evil.
And the design of the under armor is very detailed too. It has different layers of like Kevlar and stuff.
Check the rear part of her outfit. Everything about her screams evil.
Omega Vivian is the perfect villain. Her voice back is hilarious, her attitude is great. I just love her.
Yeah, like, she's evil, which is a very Vivian thing to be, but at the same time she's way less serious.
Exactly. She's got a lot of common aspects with the digitized skins, but she's a hacker, not a gamer.
Talking about evil characters, how do you feel about this next one?
My pain will be inflicted on others.
Like, evil guide you. OMG, do my bidding. Mouse, do you know that amazing feeling when you get a Torvald pocket?
It happens once in a blue moon, but yeah.
Yes, and this freaking skin can easily ruin what otherwise would be a glorious moment. The constant evil guide you, do my bidding, just drives me nuts. Like, shut the fuck up.
It's so loud too. None of the other Tobalt skins are as loud.
And it doesn't help that the skin itself is very bland. 69% of the surface is literally one color.
Yeah, the skin is old and it's too similar to the default Torvald. Now, if you compare it to the Berserker...
Oh yeah. Okay, so I can definitely appreciate the creativity, but the execution is lacking. And I wouldn't pay more than 400 crystals for it. And it hurts because it's a Torvald skin.
Look, if you really want a good Torvald skin, you've got only one option.
Or, if you really want to feel like a bad guy, here's one you're gonna love.
Oh, another soul for my collection.
Dude, I always said this skin is too good for Paladins. It's so sharp and crisp, this game doesn't deserve
I
it.
know, and here's the best part. We don't have any other skins in the game like Nightmare. The idea of an animated armor is so fresh and unique.
Yeah, if you're familiar with D&D, animated armors aren't even undead. They're magical beings, which makes it even more interesting.
My favorite part is the shield. When you deploy it, you can see a barrier made of souls and magic.
Mine is probably the helmet. The fact he's got so many eyes reinforces the otherworldly feel of the skin.
And his flamethrower is so much fun to use. Like, look how well made the flame is.
Plus, it actually sets people on blue fire, which is something that no other skin does. Even Balabite uses the default fire texture.
And when the fireball hits a wall, it also burns in a blue fire for a bit.
This skin is worth every penny you pay for it.
Oh, totally. Which is something that cannot be said about the next one.
Forward to war!
Now it's my turn to say, Nani?
No, Mouse, before you leave the call, Overlord is by no means a bad skin. The steampunk aesthetics look good.
Yeah, the guy looks like Khan, but from a parallel timeline.
Exactly. One where instead of simping for Leon, he went full-on badass mode.
What is what you don't like then?
You see, it's all about the value the skin brings. Overlord might be a decent skin, but does it matter if you can buy something better for less money?
And by that you mean American.
Yes, sir. American costs 200 crystals less, and it's the best con skin. You don't beat that.
That modded gun though, it looked like a train.
Choo-choo! The pain train's coming!
But then again, it's a bit too clunky. And should I even mention that you are, once again, paying 15 bucks for a skin that sounds the exact same as the default one.
And just like with Aurora, the particles are a simple 3 color. Mouse, I see a pattern here. You compare it to his other skins, and he's outshined by the majority of them.
And then again, why even bother with it when you can get American for cheaper?
Or maybe you want to switch to Jenos and get this next one instead.
Ready your nets.
Myrnos is a Jenos skin that you have to have in your collection.
Yeah, like, forget about Mermaid King. She's just one of many. Myrnos, on the other hand, is the freaking king.
As a Ying main, it hurts. But yeah, she's 100% a pleb compared to him. She's got shells and coral, she doesn't even have jewels. And Myrnos has a fucking fish for a weapon. Come on.
Did you notice how it deflates the more you shoot?
It's so cute!
Plus, the skin itself is so damn complex. You have the colored spots on his skin, the various golden ornaments. Oh, and check the tail too. It's not flat, it's got some sort of double fin.
And I don't know why, but I find his ears very cute too.
Yeah, his style is cartoonish, but he doesn't look goofy.
Maybe it's because of the voice. It's Corvus's voice actor after all.
Guy's got personality. He gives me TB vibes for some reason.
Oh yeah, he's cocky. But he's got a 6-pack, so I'll let it pass.
Before we reveal our spot number 1, let us share a couple of honorable mentions here. I honestly don't mind the skin, but it's not the greatest.
Yeah, the skin itself is nice, but you don't see much of a difference in game.
Maybe because all of the sounds and most animations are the same as her default skin.
Yeah, it's very lazy. In her defense though, this is one of her oldest skins.
Respect your elders.
I mean, I still prefer default Leon over High Elf, mostly because of the voice lines. Default Leon is a queen.
Oh yeah, she's strong and confident.
High Elf Leon's a bitch.
What?
She's cocky and unhappy. She thinks too highly of herself.
Yeah, Elf is not awful, but it's kinda bland.
Archangel is a fine mix of style, hotness, and raw pyre power.
Her gun is so damn satisfying to use, and when she says burn in holy fire, she means it. Like, you can hear angels sing in the flames.
It's a tad over the top, but that's why I absolutely adore this skin.
If by over the top you mean how massive it is, then yes, that halo is like a target above her head, and it makes it easier for enemies to spot you.
She's also wider because of the wings, but who cares when you can give them hell? Where do I even start? It's not that this skin is bad, it's just... it does not beat default Corvus.
If you're going to pay real money for a skin, it gotta look better than the vanilla, but this one...
It looks different, I can give it that, but not better by any means.
My first issue with it is the plastic dagger.
Plastic dagger, exactly. It looks like a toy. Compared to his golden weapon? Oh, no, that looks sexy.
And his weapon inspect makes no sense either. In the default one, you have that spooky zoom in and you hear Ceres talking. But with this one, yeah, it's awkward.
It's Magnus realizing that he brought the kitchen knife to battle instead of his dagger. By Furia, this can't be. And while his gun has a different reload animation, its attack sounds and bullets are the same as default.
Hell, I don't even know which reload animation I prefer, honestly. I'd rather have the good old mag swap rather than the weird gun shaking. It kinda feels as if the gun is broken and he shakes it trying to make it work.
Oh no, and I'm not sold on the axe shape either. Higher skins are known for having blade-shaped guns, but an SMG is too small for this. You want to see a real gunblade? I can show you a real gunblade. I'm sorry, Magnus. Size matters.
So basically, the skin is okay and some might enjoy it, but it's not exactly blowing our mind the way an 800 crystal skin should.
Now, this next one makes me want to main Vora, and I don't even play flankers. Galactic Conqueror is the magic girl the realm needed.
Yes, Conqueror is the best Vora skin to the date.
Mouse, she's the only Vora skin that comes with its own effects. Like, if you check her other skins, they're all the same.
Yeah, it's weird how her pre-corruption ones still have those blood particles. It looks off.
And you might think that her voice is weird, but it actually makes sense. She's a villain from an anime show. She has to have those long, silly monologues and cheesy lines.
She's so mean. She doesn't say anything nice.
Yes, her cancel that line is great because of its maniacal laugh, and it goes great with her "You Rock" voice line.
You would be a perfect addition to my collection.
We also have to talk about the skin itself. She's got animated galaxies on her fabric, and all of the textures are so damn sharp.
Mouse, you're really trying to not look at those fishnet thighs, huh?
Thing is, a lot of the skins are hot, but few are as pretty as Conqueror, if that makes sense. The combination of moving galaxies, metal, and white fabrics just looks amazing.
Oh yeah, and even the small details like the bow on the bottom of her weapon give her that pretty yet deadly aesthetic.
Anyway, that's all we have for you today.
Thanks for watching!
Check out Meka's Instagram.